4 out of 10 trades will work. Team Sikh Investor is out here. Ather is superbly high quality. Tata Investor is seeing a pullback. This is the only running position in the market right now. इसको mutual fund मिल गया अपना. आगे क्या है? आदित्य बिरला के आगे क्या है? And that's basically how Muhurat trading is going. कल पटाखे फोड़े? Yo, we're out for a drive. Look at that. Everyone, it's 1:45, almost 2 o'clock. The market is open, and there are two setups that particularly interested us. So we'll just show you what those setups were. We're not sure how it's gonna go, but yeah, one of them is on the screen here. It's got a nice sort of a sideways consolidation going. We switched to a smaller chart today because not a lot of trading is gonna happen, right? It's only until 2:45. On the left we have this chart, and on the right we have this one. So this is basically what we're all watching. And what are your thoughts on these charts?
To wait and watch.
You have to wait and watch. Are you ready to manage them?
With stocks, you never know which way they go. Like
Yeah.
they could always fail, right?
Yeah, with stocks you never know. What's the win rate of most successful traders?
I think 25-30%.
Yeah, so how many trades are working, right? We have to take that into account. 4 out of 10 trades will work, but the ones that work will really work for you. What does really work for you mean? They'll stay above the 10 moving average, after which they'll start giving you trouble. So honestly, if your stock is above 10 moving average, don't think of selling it. If it's above 5, don't even dream of selling it. Whatever candles appear, don't focus on weak candles, strong candles. If it's above 5, not a single position can be sold. If it comes below 5, a bit can be sold. You may sell 30%, 40%, 50%, depending on how aggressively you want to book your profits. And when it comes below 10 moving average, that's when you can decide to sell the rest. And if you still want to keep a nice position, wait for the 21 moving average. To be honest, if you work like that and cut your stop losses when they're supposed to be cut, then of course you can make good sort of gains. Let's also look at one other stock that's on our watch list that's given me a loss before, and it's a travel company, but we're again watching it because it looks like it's setting up once again. Now that's the interesting thing. If you keep your losses measured, you'll never get disgusted by a stock. So out here, of course, we took a bit of a loss in this region. Now, because we were prompt in getting out, we will not be averse to entering again. But if we had entered this with a large position size and held this loss and then sold in disgust, we would not be entering it again because we'd be so disgusted, right? One other thing I can mention, when a stock moves straight up from the lows, which is what it did here, you can never buy, even if it succeeds. Let it go up. We don't care if it goes up all the way. You cannot buy it. But overall, what sort of action are we seeing in stocks? One stock that is particularly showing good action, but we're not in it, is this one. Just showing tremendous action. Good setups for sure. We're not in it yet because we find that we've been a bit late to enter, but we will keep watching it naturally. And that's basically how Muhurat trading is going for us.
Why do I have this stock in my list? Ether something?
Ather?
Ather?
What do you mean, why do I have it in my
Like,
list?
It's on my list, like, and it's open it. What is happening in that stock? It's on abhi to it's moving.
Ather. Yeah.
It's been on my list for a lot. I think it's on my list. I never check my list.
Whatever stock you add to your watch list, you should watch it. So one thing we've noticed is that we're seeing very brief pauses right? So stocks are moving up strongly and just pausing for 1 or 2 days. And they're not even tight areas, they're like normal pauses and they are tremendously moving up. So, of course, we are more traditional in our styles and we wanted a proper pivot, a proper tight area. That hasn't come. But yes, the small cap has broken the range that we were talking of. So let's look at the small cap range real quick. This was the range that the market had created. And naturally, as long as the stock market was in this range, not a lot of trading could be expected. But now your trading may resume. So this is a total green signal for you guys to start trading and looking at stocks and taking trades and exposing yourself. This is the only running position in the market right now. Of course, we have another one now. So yeah, we'll just put it there for now. Yeah, this is a nice, decent position, which is also running beautifully. One thing I will show you is why did we go for this? It's a very simple concept. It's a very simple concept. The whole concept of a trend is that you have this leg dominated by buyers and then you have this leg dominated by sellers, and you hope that this leg is shallower than the buying leg, and then you wait for it to set up and then go on. Now this could happen on the daily time frame, on the 15-minute, or on the weekly time frame. So what we've seen overall is that the stock was struggling with its breakouts, right? All breakouts tend to fail essentially. But now what we've seen is we've seen this nice leg. Let's just measure this leg. This is about a 71% leg, right, of pretty much follow through movement, and then we've seen this drop of about 11%. So it just seemed very healthy to me. It looked like the sellers had been absorbed by this leg, and that's the entry. I think, what are we getting on HBL right now? 6%? Something like that. We're getting 6 or 5%, which is actually not bad at all.
Considering the state of the market.
Considering the state of the market, which we can expect to improve today. What are your thoughts? You look very zapped.
I'm just here for Muhurat trading.
What did you think would happen on Muhurat trading?
I don't know. Like she said, some fresh sessions and stuff.
इसे लगा था बैंड बाजा बारात हो गई कि आज
No,
मुहूर्त.
you're not looking at you. थोड़ा तो.
You are against the blinds. She's fighting these blinds, these stunning blinds that we have. But yeah, I'm totally dressed for Muhurat trading, and in the evening we'll go to the Gurdwara as well. So why not, right? And I like this idea where I'm just standing and looking at the screens. I think it just keeps you more engaged.
And then just shut up after that.
What are you saying?
ये गया, but इसके ये वाला. There's no movement on that day.
No, Atha, I don't see any setup.
No.
What do you think is the setup?
Well, मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा है मेरी लिस्ट पे आया कैसे.
Dude, you know now you can just use one finger. You don't have to
No,
use
I'm
two.
trying to do this.
There's no setup. I don't see any setup.
I don't know. But why would you say like this is essay, like straight, then sideways, then straight, then this is like.
This breakout fails, then it sets up again. So it's
then
just
a
up and down,
higher
up
low,
and down, up and
higher
down.
low kind of thing, and then it breaks out after that.
Yeah, it's higher low, but there's no setup.
What's the character of the stock now?
The character seems so poor. So if you look at Ather here, see what you're essentially seeing is this up and then down to the 21, up and then down to the 21. Now we've seen this follow through movement. So now perhaps if it consolidates,
You can.
we could look at it. But this area you cannot trade. You can't trade this
Really?
breakout because the likelihood was it would come back again.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it looks like a setup, but it's not a setup.
We need more evidence.
Need more evidence. Yeah, this is a strong leg. Now this has to be on the watch list. Now it has to come on the watch list for sure. What's the turnover? 250 crores. This is like an ideal stock now. It's setting up beautifully. We actually should look at charts weekly first. Because if you look at strong stage 2 stocks, they form a nice base on weekly and then you can trade it on the daily. And then the concept of fractals is also coming in, that the market is fractal in nature. So always start with the weekly, I say, for swing trades. V2 retail ko kya ho gaya? It just came down all the way. See, this is why you can't randomly buy stuff. It was up, 4% right now. And it's negative. What a sell-off. You saw that? You see one candle up, the next down. What a sell-off. What do you think? I think this should really blast off. But yeah, Ather is superbly high quality. Tata Investors seeing a pullback. Let's see what it does. No trade in that at all. Apollo, not a setup. Most chip. This is also struggling. See, this is exactly what Ather did. Up and down, up and down. And the next time it goes up, you can't take a trade. It wouldn't be a trade, right? Motilal's looking very high quality. Of course, none of these are recommendations. We're just trying to educate ourselves and you guys. So this is your first Muhurat trading of your life. By next Muhurat trading, you should have like a strong portfolio. What do you say? What are your goals financially until the next Muhurat trading?
Financial goals?
Do you have any?
Yes.
Like,
I want to get swing trading. I want to learn that, but I also want to build my long-term portfolio.
so what are you going to keep in your long-term portfolio?
Mostly index.
Mostly index. What sort of index?
Nifty.
Nifty 500, that's it?
Yeah, you can diversify, have small cap as well because that sees more growth.
Okay, so that's your plan for this year. Aggressive investment into the index.
Yes.
Yeah. So the way
Aggressive into that, but also swing trade. I think investing for the long term is very essential.
yeah, long term is essential. Swing trade as we're already doing. But yeah, so the thing we're going to do is she's going to pick up one fund and I'm going to pick up one fund. And then we'll aggressively invest and we'll try to match the values. Naturally, she will reach that milestone first because she's an aggressive saver. I'm not so aggressive with savings. But yeah, we'll just try to match it and basically contribute to family's wealth. So we're not going to be buying it in our personal accounts. Yeah, so let's see how the stocks move now. Have you started mutual funds?
Yes.
Okay, good. Which one?
I think it's Aditya Birla something.
तो वही तो मैटर नहीं करता पीछे वाला के आगे कब मैटर करता है आगे क्या है आदित्य बिरला के आगे क्या है कुछ है ना है बस
I just know कि I know पैसे कटते हैं.
कटते हैं चल रहा है कट रही है जिंदगी कल पटाखे फोड़े
Yes.
है पोल्यूशन का नहीं तुझे फर्क पड़ता
No.
क्यों
And then my parents were like, बस बहुत हो गया. ये क्या होता है?
पटाखे भी महंगे होते हैं यार
वो आपने फोड़े?
नहीं भाई
25 श्योर.
वो तो स्टाफ के लिए है
देखोगे तो आप भी आप थोड़े
But one thing we must know, Team Sikh Investor is out here working on Diwali. आज की छुट्टी थी वैसे तेरी
मैं तो मुहूर्त ट्रेडिंग
मुहूर्त सी अपने मतलब के लिए सब आ जाते हैं
इसमें क्या मतलब है?
मतलब है मुझे 10 बार पूछा व्हाट इज मुहूर्त ट्रेडिंग व्हाट इज मुहूर्त ट्रेडिंग मैं रिप्लाई नहीं किया मैंने कहा शी कैन गूगल इट राइट
मैंने करा ना देख इट इज रियली अ थिंग देखो चलो जाके
The
देखते
market
हैं.
is only open till 2:45.
हाँ
After closing session again, then market will close. It's just open because it's considered a lucky thing because whoever trades, you have
like
to
it's like a shagan so last murat like 3 years ago what we do is कोई trade ही नहीं मिल रहा है कुछ करने को ही नहीं मिल रहा है so we just book some profit in a running trade just for the sake of it just to make a transaction so yeah it's just
We could have also got mutual fund that way today.
yeah but we want to buy it in the firm's account no?
That's what we're waiting for.
That's where we're now. But talking of the mutual fund, talking of ETF, let's discuss the mid cap, because that's looking so interesting. So, Nifty mid cap. We'll go to the weekly charts, of course. That looks hella interesting. So, if you guys are aware of chart patterns, right? So, this very cleanly is looking like a neat head and shoulder. So, this is looking very neat. This is a continuation head and shoulder in a sense because the market, let's say, rallied 100% and then pulled back 29%. And now it's forming a continuation pattern. So this could look very interesting. So the Nifty mid-cap space is looking beautiful. But naturally, we can't expect it to go in one way, right? Like breakout and just keep rising. But this reminds me of Maruti back in the day because I was checking Maruti on the monthly charts. And this is what we'd seen. You see this? We had a nice head and shoulders on the monthly. So it broke out, pulled back in, and then just took off. So it just tells you that something's going on. This was the green signal, and of course it struggled there for a while. So the mid cap is really looking interesting. And compared to the small cap, I think the mid cap looks stronger. And let's see what's up with the trades. Yeah, not a lot of movement. See what this guy is up to. Yeah, this looks like a long base breakout. What do you say? There's a monthly chart. This was a 1600% move. And then we pulled back about 47%. So I think let's let it run out. Although it's a very beautiful structure because we have a nice volatility contraction happening. So that's basically Muhurat trading with us. I hope you enjoyed it.
Money found a mutual fund.
इसको म्यूचुअल फंड मिल गया अपना
It's Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund.
फिर तूने बताया नहीं है आदित्य बिरला सन लाइफ म्यूचुअल फंड आगे क्या
आगे क्या बताऊंगी?
दिस इज द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर वी नीड टू नो लाइक
What
व्हाट
are they
इज
investing in?
आर दे into some sector, वो तो हम देखते ही नहीं. Choose कैसे किया? मम्मी पापा ने किया? मम्मी पापा लड़का भी ऐसे ही चूज कर ले तो? सिर्फ नाम पता है और पता है, आधार नंबर पता है और लड़का है ये पता है, मुस्कुराता है, ब्लिंक करता है, इंसान है, खाना खा लेता है.
Future bright.
So what I've recently gotten introduced to is something called funded accounts. So basically what happens if you want to trade in silver and you don't have, let's say, 9 lakh rupees to trade, right? You can go to a person, give them 3 lakhs and they'll give you a funded account where you can trade worth, let's say, 18 lakhs. And it's some shady account they give you and you can trade on it. If you make a profit, it's yours. If you make a loss, you have to naturally pay up. But it's just so illegal sort of a thing. I mean, anyway, that was Muhurat Trading with us. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be more consistent with vlogging, hopefully, in the winter. Fingers crossed. I don't promise high quality videos, but I promise videos, right? So, because if I try to promise high quality, I'm just gonna not perform that well because there's this pressure. Anyway, thank you so much. Hope you had a safe Diwali and good luck for the winter. We'll be in touch.